Your arms look very beautiful.
Thank you, man. As do yours. As do yours.
He's saying he's doing partial reps all the time, that he doesn't care about the long length partials. Imagine if he trained based on science, if he was a science-based lifter, like
Jeff Nippard,
the dropout dentista. Imagine how much more muscle he would actually have. Coach Greg, in today's video, the video that you've all been waiting for, Andrey Smaev trains with Larry Wheels. Larry Wheels spent 2 days traveling just to meet up with this guy, and let me tell you, it was well worth it. This man, he has the most incredible physique on the planet right now. He doesn't compete as a professional bodybuilder, but boy, he could if he wanted to. Not only that, he has the mass. He's 6'1", 330 pounds, 26-inch arms.
You're very impressive, even bigger in person, and pumped. I hear nearly 26-inch arms.
Just so you can understand something, my quads are 25.5 inches. 25 and a half. His biceps are 23. Some of you probably have girlfriends with waists smaller than that. Larry Wheels' arms, they're about 19, and his are huge. 7 inches more than Larry Wheels, and I'm not talking about the downstairs.
One of my favorite videos you've done is the one-arm pull-up for reps.
One-arm chin-ups at any weight is amazing. He did it while weighing 330 pounds. How is that even possible? As strong as a man is, 330 pounds. Most 330-pound men can't do a single chin-up with both arms. He's doing it with one arm, and so his calisthenic strength, it's through the roof. It's mind-blowing. It makes no sense. It reminds me of Turk Platinum. Guys, you knew I had to advertise this. Now, I can't guarantee that using Turk Platinum will impress you as much as Andrey Smaev, but if it doesn't live up to your expectations, a money-back guarantee and a $20 gift card. Code Greg, 15% off.
You look to be maybe 11, 12% body fat and 150 kg body weight, which is insane, right? I don't think there's anyone in the world built like you at this body weight.
11 to 12% body fat. And remember, this is based on Larry Wheels' laser eyes, which I'm telling you is more accurate than the DEXA scam. Have you all seen the videos about the DEXA scam lately? For 5 years, I've been preaching that it's a DEXA scam, but many people, they weren't believing Coach Greg. Maturing is realizing that everything Coach Greg has said has been right after all. Eventually, you realize, you look back and you say, wow, main gaining makes sense. DEXA scam's a DEXA scam. The science is bullshit. That they can make studies say anything. You're starting to come on board. Welcome to the show.
Always do 20, 25 reps.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
Now, as impressive as Smaev actually is, imagine if he trained under the guidance of Mike Israetel. You know, he's way smarter than Mike Mentzer.
Thank you, Greg.
And Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, if they trained under the guidance of RP, Renaissance Periodation, imagine how much bigger he would be. I mean, he's saying he's doing partial reps all the time, that he doesn't care about the long length partials. Imagine if he trained based on science, if he was a science-based lifter, like
Jeff Nippard,
the dropout dentista. Imagine how much more muscle he would actually have. Training all wrong, all wrong. 26 arms. It'd be 28 if only he trained like Mike Israetel, doing those clown curls where you lay back on the bench and you stretch with the 10-pound dumbbells. Imagine if only he trained based on science. I mean, clearly it's just not working. Preacher curls, partial range of motion. Imagine if he was doing full range.
I mean the cream.
Oh, the cream.
Yes.
There's stronger cream than this.
No, it's light.
But there's one that's more strong than this?
What kind of cream are they talking about? It wouldn't happen to be sweetened blow, would it? No, it cannot be this. Perhaps in Mike Israetel and Jeff Nippard's wildest dreams.
Yes.
Okay.
Your arms look very beautiful.
Thank you, man. As do yours. As do yours. First time somebody called my arms beautiful.
Remember, he's from Russia. He's not going to have the same adept use of the English language. And so by beautiful, he might have meant swole or jacked or Maybe just hot and pretty. But who knows?
Can
Did you guys catch where he said he was doing 300 kg bench? That's 661 pounds. 3 times a week.
Imagine if Mike Israetel only had trained him. Perhaps he would have done a deload and done 3 reps in reserve and trained hard once a month. He would have probably been benching 800. I mean, why would you ever bench 661 pounds 3 times in a given week? But yet, here he is with all that muscle.
Yep.
And so Smaev, he doesn't want to let Larry have a turn. He's helping him. He's doing the extra reps. He doesn't want to stop. And so he's getting 300 plus reps per workout. And yet people say he doesn't know how to train. How does he not know how to train when you look like this? Exhibit A, 26-inch arms. This is how we should be training.
When you're training like bodybuilder, which style do you prefer?
When I first started training, it was more like bench worn, but then I get injured often. So now I've adopted to still using heavy weights, but just making sure I get a good stretch.
And so Smaev asks Larry, hey, what kind of training do you like? Larry says, well, the opposite of this. I used to get injured doing it this way. Now I'm into full range of motion, getting a deep stretch. And so you can see, if you base your lifting on science, you might be lifting totally incorrectly. If Larry were to lift like Smaev, he'd most likely get injured. Smaev, he's not getting injured, and yet he's doing one-arm chin-ups and can lift almost anything. And so his methods are clearly working despite the fact he isn't training based on science.
Do you train like this every workout with the training partner pushing you beyond failure? Every set?
We try, but now I hate it. So my friends can't swing me in every exercise, yes.
And so Smaev says, I train beyond failure every workout. None of this 2 or 3 reps in reserve. Does this not clear the air on if you need to train based on science or if you can actually experiment and train based on how you know?
As I see, guys like you and find women become more careful in sport.
Yes.
Now you're not so crazy like before.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, this is true. You don't want to risk your entire health in order to be the best at your sport if you realize it could take years off of your life. Now, I'm not certain if Smaev is 100% natural. I'm thinking probably he is not. We know Larry's open about it. It's not healthy when you're abusing performance-enhancing drugs to be the best at your sport, the strongest, the biggest, whatever. It's not going to add years to your life. Doing cardio, being fit, going to the gym, these are all healthy endeavors. This is what most of you are doing. Most of you are watching my channel, but taking it to the extremes, trying to get to sub 5% body fat or weighing over 300 pounds, bench pressing 660, we know this isn't healthy.
Crazy. Was that more than 20?
40.
40?
Yeah.
And so Larry's thinking, I traveled 25 hours on flights and I drove 6 hours. I never slept for days to do this 300 times. He can't believe it, but yet he's learning something. This entire trip was well worth it just to see that this man does not train conventional and he is the most impressive specimen on the planet. And so let that sink in a little. You don't have to keep 3 reps in reserve and train based on science to build an exquisite physique. This is exactly how he trains, partial reps. He's not going through the full range of motion and the deep stretch and all of this stuff, and it's clearly working. And so are you starting to get it? You train the way you want. As long as you're training harder than last time, you're going to make some gains. Especially, as you know, if you add in Turk Platinum, code Greg, 15% off. Money back guarantee, $20 gift card. You know what to order.
Not have so big legs, but have.
I mean, is it not crazy to see the size difference as they're each taking turns sitting on the bench doing those curls? Larry is massive. He's a monster. He's an IFBB pro. I've stood next to Larry. He is larger than life, and yet this man makes him look small. It makes no sense.
When you come, we have internet, but later we don't have internet maybe 6 months, for example.
Later, when you say later, when do you mean, like in the winter?
Some months of summer, autumn, we don't have internet.
And so imagine Smaev is explaining that they only have the internet 6 months of the year. In the summer and other times of the year, they just don't have it. I don't know if it's the lack of Wi-Fi or the electricity, but it's not like it is in the United States. He also describes females saying, you know, I'm not up with the girls with the big derrieres, the BBLs, where they have massive glutes and small legs. What is up with that? The larger up top and back here, he's like, I prefer more natural women. It's closer to the soul. He hasn't been bamboozled by social media where every photo that you swipe is worse than the next.
Mostly people don't sit in YouTube, TikTok, and other stuff, so
Okay.
I don't say that I'm famous, but of course some people know me.
And so Smaev doesn't even realize that he's famous. He's in this country, he doesn't go around, he doesn't make a lot of money, he can't really travel the world, difficult to get passports and so on. And so imagine what he could do if he had the internet and edited team and was able to travel. He would be a multi-millionaire, and so perhaps one day it will happen.
Chris buys some actions of Young LA, mostly pockets. Chris buy,
Chris Bumstead.
yes.
Yeah.
I love that he calls Chris Bumstead Chris By. It's close, and so he's saying, Larry, how come you're not with Young LA? What's up? What's going on?
He offered,
Offer?
but I have some other products I'm going to release soon that are a conflict
Oh,
of interest because
yes, in USA it's very
I'm building my own brand.
And so he says, look, Chris Bumstead, he wanted me to be part of his company, wanted to sponsor me and so on, but I have conflicting supplements and I'm a man who's on my own. And so Larry is like Coach Greg. He has his own supplement line. And so if you're interested, go and purchase stuff from Larry, the pre-workouts caffeine. I do believe my girlfriend's trying to buy his lever belt. That looked really cool. If you're interested in getting some of Larry Wheel's supplements and or equipment, please click the link in the description and maybe use his code. I don't know what the code is.
White or Black Rabbit.
White Rabbit is my
White
company.
Rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a pre-workout by like,
It's microdose kratom. So it's great for keeping your social battery charged and also for pain relief.
He has Black Rabbit, microdose kratom. I love the kratom. And so, guys, kratom, don't get addicted to it, but in smaller amounts or perhaps high amounts, depending if you're Coach Greg, it is something that you may in fact want to use instead of drinking alcohol, sniffing creatine, and so on. And so it may not be healthy per se, but it's healthier than other things. And so, hey, go and try Larry Wheel's stuff and use his code if you got it. Larry's bang on this stuff. I haven't used it for a while now. Wow, though. Wow.
Also think there are some regulations against the main ingredient. It's kratom. Russia, some countries don't allow.
oh,
Yeah.
And so unfortunately, Russia can't use kratom. Canada, I think you can. I ordered some online. You can order a bunch of stuff online. I don't understand how they have rules and regulations yet you can just buy it like straight up on the internet. And 12, 13 years ago, they came after Coach Greg. But yet I can buy anything I want from wherever. I don't know how the laws work here up in Canada.
when we see how in USA, in some states, people can use drugs legally,
Yes.
for our people, it's crazy.
We're all functional addicts.
Now, if you're interested in getting your blood work done, like these guys, you should get their blood work. Make sure that they're healthy. AlgoRx, I'm a part owner. You get your blood work done, the doctors will look it over. And if you need prescription medication, pharmaceutical, not stuff brewed up in bro's bathroom and so on, legitimate pharmaceutical medications prescribed by doctors, only the legal ones, if you're interested in that. For example, enclomiphene, testosterone, Ozempic, terzipatide. The list goes on and on. Perhaps you even need some Cialis, maybe a little touch of that Viagra. You can get it from AlgoRx, and it's very easy, and the prices are about half of Merrick Health. Go and compare them to Merrick Health. Do I look scared? Go to Merrick Health first. Hey, there's the business. Coach Greg is promoting Merrick Health. Look at Merrick Health. Look at AlgoRx. And then you do what you need to do based on the prices. I know what I would do. Now, if you have Coach Greg money, perhaps you don't care about getting a discount or a deal. But if you're making under $1 million a year, you probably don't want to spend thousands of extra dollars when you don't need to. And so I highly, strongly recommend AlgoRx, code Greg for 10% off.
If you start taking roids, maybe while your hormones low, you feel not good, but it's not like after cocaine and other stuff.
No.
Did he just say that coming off the sniffing of the creatine is harder than coming off of the gear? I think that's probably true for most people. I mean, think of it. I think sniffing creatine is more addictive than using testosterone and Anavar. But You do have like the mental addiction to looking like a freak, looking shredded, having that pump. It's not easy to come off. Remember, I've been off of performance-enhancing drugs other than HRT for 5 straight years. I do believe it's actually 6. And yet, with the help of Turk Platinum, I've added 1.6 pounds of muscle in the last 5 years. And I'm only on HRT. Now, you're going to say, yeah, but you're on steroids. I was on a shit ton of heavy doses of steroids previous to this. Started in my 30s. I abused steroids 10 to 20 times higher doses than I am on right now. But yet I'm bigger now than 5 years ago, and I'm 50, and I'm racing bikes 7 days a week, and I'm lifting weights 2 days a week. How is all of this possible? Start thinking about it, and then go to the website and order Turk Platinum and use code Greg to save yourself 15%. I mean, does it not make sense? I've added in my supplements, and I look way more jacked, and I'm 50. Derek, from More Plates, More Dates, perhaps he used his own supplements, and what happened to Derek? He's practically disappeared. At least disappeared in the comment section when I called him out for selling fake Turkplex. Oh, too soon! Where's the lawsuit? Remember Turkplex, guys? You know, that product that I have chain of custody and proof of what it actually is? Can't wait to bring it. Where did Derek go? Notice he doesn't respond because he loses. He's taking the L. Please stop talking about me, Coach Greg, because I know what you've been doing.
Next time on Coach Greg.
Did he just say that he took one guy and that he took 2 in the woods? Man, this training is next level.